Hi, the Internet. Welcome to the What Else Show. I'm your host, Robert. This is Bethany.
Hi, Internet.
And today we've got a brand new What Else Show for you. Bethany, what are we doing on today's What Else Show?
Today we are doing something amazing.
Okay, we'll see.
We are going to review 50 movies.
Yeah, we're going to review 50 movies pretty
50
quick.
movies. We're going to go real fast.
It was part of my New Year's resolution to watch 100 movies. We're a little further past half of the year.
Yes.
There's a better way to say that, but half of the year is already passed.
We're over halfway through
We're
the
over
year.
halfway through the year.
We're over halfway through your New Year's resolution.
Right. And we've got 50 movies on this
50
list
movies
here.
on the list to review.
And we're going to run through them all. Some of them we
Yes.
actually have episodes for
Yes.
that we do a full review, so look out for those.
Yes.
I'm not sure which ones they are. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I have the same review here as the one I gave on the video.
Yeah, so same here.
Maybe they'll be close.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Who knows? Who knows?
So
Okay.
do you want to start off with the first movie we watched in
2020?
2020.
Our first movie that we watched in 2020 was After.
After. It's like Twilight,
But worse.
but worse, which is saying a lot.
It is awful.
What did you give it?
1 star.
Give me that. I gave it 1 star as well.
Okay.
Don't watch it. No
Don't watch it.
recommendation.
Don't bother. No recommendation.
Next movie.
Little Women.
Little Women. I've got, I gave Little Women 3 stars. Hermione's in it.
She is in it.
I didn't like it. 3 stars.
3 stars.
3 stars.
3 stars. I agree. 3 stars.
3 stars. All right, what's the next movie?
1917.
1917. Oh, 1917 was fun. The camera is looking at him.
It was great.
Yep, it's about
great.
war, and the camera's looking at him. And
Yep.
I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 4 stars too. Yep, you should watch it. It's good.
Both 4 stars.
Parasite.
Parasite. Oh, Parasite was good too.
Parasite was good.
I don't know why I gave Parasite 4 stars instead of 5 stars, but that's what I did.
You were stingy. Maybe we both were stingy.
Definite recommendation, 4 stars.
Yeah, 4 stars. Watch that one. The Irishman.
The Irishman. It was long. It was on Netflix, and Robert De Niro's old. I gave it 3 stars without a recommendation.
I gave it 3 stars with a recommendation. I enjoyed it way more than you did. The Art of Self-Defense.
The Art of Self-Defense. We found that streaming somewhere.
Streaming somewhere.
Real weird, but I kind of like weird stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
So
It was interesting.
I gave that one a 4 stars.
I would agree with that rating.
Oh,
4 stars
4
with a
stars.
recommendation.
Way better than The Irishman. It's weird when you get them in a list.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari, a paint by numbers Matt Damon film about a car. I gave that one 3 stars.
I gave it 3 stars too with a recommendation.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Okay, Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
1 star.
1 star. Didn't quite like it. I
Didn't
had
like it. It was terrible.
higher expectations for it.
Yes.
And also the fact that people do like it makes me like it less.
Yes.
I don't know.
This
1
one
star.
we do have a full review of, so you
Oh, yeah.
watch our review. The Gentleman.
The Gentleman.
You gave it 3 stars.
I gave it 3 stars. They're from the UK. Yay.
I gave it 4 stars.
Really?
Yes.
I
4
would even go
stars.
3 without a recommendation.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
think you need to
4
see
with
it.
a recommendation.
Didn't care for it.
I think you should watch it. Okay. The Farewell.
The Farewell. Sad. Maybe. Was it sad?
It was
I think it was
sad.
sad. I
It
gave
was
it 3
sad.
stars
Yep.
with a recommendation.
I gave it 4 stars with a recommendation.
Yeah.
It was great. Super Size Me 2, Holy Chicken.
Documentary. I wasn't sure if I should add these on the list. I like Morgan Spurlock. I like Super Size Me. I didn't like Super Size Me 2 as much. It feels a little disingenuous to me.
Okay.
So I'll give it a 3 stars without a recommendation.
Oh,
No
okay.
recommendation.
I'd agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Onward.
Onward.
It's a Pixar cartoon.
Yes.
Brothers.
Yes. Computer animated. I give it
Spider-Man and Star-Lord are the
3
voices in that.
stars with a recommendation.
I also give it 3 stars with a recommendation.
Yes.
I think we did a full review on that one.
Yes. Emma.
Emma, I don't remember this at all. I have it written down as 2 stars. I must not have liked it. I don't recommend it.
I gave it 3 stars with a recommendation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. Shoplifters.
Shoplifters. Oh, Shoplifters was fun.
Shoplifters was good.
Yeah.
I gave it 4 stars with a recommendation.
I also give it a 4 stars with a recommendation.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Coco.
I may be on a different... No, I am on the same list.
Yep.
Coco. I enjoyed it. See how my voice changed? I enjoyed it. I give it 3 stars with a recommendation. Fun for the whole family.
Yep. 3 stars with a recommendation for Coco. I Lost My Body.
I Lost My Body. That's a French animated film. I believe we saw it on Netflix.
Yes.
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 I don't remember I don't think we did a full review of this.
We did not do a full review.
I ended up really liking this movie, so I gave it a 4 stars with a recommendation.
I would agree with that. 4 stars with a recommendation. It's great. Superman, Red Sun.
Superman, Red Sun. I don't remember at all. I guess I gave it a 3 star without a recommendation.
Yes. And I'm going to give it 4 stars with a recommendation. It's a DC animated film. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I don't even know if it counts for movies.
Force Majeure.
Force Majeure. I've been wanting to see this movie for a long time. It was really hyped up. Didn't care for it that much. 3 stars, no recommendation.
3 stars, no recommendation also. Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge.
Go ahead.
Oh, another animated movie.
Another animated movie. It was awful. I don't know if it counts.
We didn't enjoy it.
I don't know if it even counts for the movie list, but we watched it. It was
give
awful.
It 1 star.
1 star. And I like nice action animation.
Yeah. The Platform.
The Platform, Spanish language, or did we watch it dubbed? Don't remember.
I don't remember, but it's a foreign film.
I remember it being crazy, and I remember
it's crazy.
It's kind of heavy-handed as far as lessons, but
Yes.
I liked it, so I'll give it 3 stars with a recommendation.
I gave it 2 stars with no recommendation. We're divided on that one. Heathers.
From
an oldie but a goodie.
1988, young Winona Ryder.
Very young Winona
classic.
Ryder.
I enjoyed it. 3 stars with a recommendation.
I agree. 3 stars with a recommendation. Ingrid Goes West.
Ingrid Goes West. That's Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza. She's delightful.
It was more entertaining watching than the entirety of the movie. So I think I'm going to give it a 3 stars with no recommendation. Don't really bother.
Oh, I disagree. I gave it 4 stars with a recommendation. I thought it was great. It was really fun. Aubrey Plaza, great job. All right. Don't Think Twice.
Oh my God, this is about an improv troupe.
An improv troupe.
This is awful.
You did
not.
Can't.
They're annoying. The movie is annoying, and the acting is annoying.
I gave it a 3 with the recommendation. Obviously, we have differing opinions, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire. That's a movie about 2 boring lesbians. I'll give that a 2 with no recommendation.
And I thought it was beautifully done. Well told story. The cinematography was great. I thought the acting was great. I'm going to give it a 3 with a recommendation.
It is nicely shot. It is very boring.
The Edge of 17.
Edge of 17 is a movie.
It's a coming of age film.
Oh, that one was good. Yeah. Who's in that? I don't remember.
We don't remember, but we both give it a 3 with the recommendation.
With a recommendation.
Yeah,
that one was good.
Code 8.
That's a sci-fi, like a low-budge sci-fi. Yes. Yeah, it would have been better if it was higher budge. 2 stars, no recommendation.
No recommendation. Yeah. The Handmaiden.
The Handmaiden. That's an Asian film.
It's an Asian film. Very intense.
Very graphic girl-on-girl sexual scenes. I feel like something Portrait of a Lady on Fire could have used. I'll give it a 3 with a recommendation.
3 with a recommendation.
A lot of twists.
There are a lot of twists, and it's a great movie. But don't watch with the kids in the room. Under the Silver Lake.
Under the Silver Lake is crazy. I have no idea what it's about, but I had fun.
Oh, sorry.
3 with a recommendation.
3 with a recommendation. Sorry, I did not mean to hit you. Troop Zero.
Troop Zero is fine.
It was cute.
It was.
I think we agree. It's a 3.
Yeah, I give it a 3 with no recommendation. You don't need to watch it. Yeah.
Oh, I give it a 3 with a recommendation. I really enjoyed it. All right. Logan Lucky.
Logan Lucky, a little too convenient for me. I'll give it a 3 with no recommendation.
I would agree with that. 3, no recommendation. Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter.
The Legacy of the White-tailed Deer Hunter.
The Legacy of... No, it's The Legacy of A.
Oh, whatever.
The Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter.
When you're wrong, I have to correct you. When I'm wrong, it's like, whatever. I gave that a 3 stars because it's weird, but I would almost go 2 now, so I give it a 3 with no recommendation.
I'm going to give it a 2 with no recommendation. All right. Slow West.
What was that one?
Slow West. That was the one. I can't remember his name. He plays Magneto.
Oh, yes.
He's
Magneto is helping a kid. Slow West.
Old West to get to his true love.
Yeah. That one also is better watching than in its entirety. You know, you're having more fun while you're watching it than you are after you contemplate it. So I'm going to give it a 3 with no recommendation.
I would agree with that. 3 with no recommendation. The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
There was a lot made of this movie. I did not enjoy it.
I didn't either.
It was kind of like a not a very good long Twilight Zone episode. So I gave it a 2 with no recommendation.
Yep, 2. I would agree. No recommendation.
I mean, what's
the performances themselves were great. It's just the story, the movie, the structure was not.
Yeah, Defoe is great in it, but I mean,
incredible.
I'm just not interested.
But the story, just like, yeah, no thanks. Okay, 6 balloons.
6 balloons.
6 balloons.
Depressing.
It's really depressing.
Not much story. A lot of addiction. I'll give it 2 without a recommendation.
I'm gonna give it a 3 with a recommendation. Very, very heart-wrenching, but I thought it was very well done. Horse Girl.
Horse Girl with
Horse Girl.
What's her name from Community. That was weird and well
Alison
done.
Brie.
Yeah, not like Alison Brie, but not good enough. 3, no recommendation.
I'm gonna give it a 3 with a recommendation. I enjoyed it. The Lovebirds.
Lovebirds, boring, not funny. I don't get it.
Not good.
2, no recommendation.
No recommendation. Don't watch it. The Vast of Night.
The Vast of Night was interesting.
Interesting.
It's a little bit different. If you want to watch something different, I would say give it a watch. Sci-fi, kind of a radio play kind of thing. I give it a 3 with a recommendation.
3 with
kind
a
of a caveat if you want something new.
Yeah. Kind of Twilight Zone-y.
Yes,
very Twilight Zone-y. Sorry, I lost my place. A Silent Voice.
A Silent Voice, a Japanese animated film about a bully and a deaf girl. I really liked it. 4 stars with a recommendation.
4 stars from both of us with a recommendation. Highly recommend it. It was a great film. Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water was kind of paint by numbers, but I enjoyed it from beginning to end. And this movie actually has a beginning and has an end, so I have to give it a lot of points. 4 stars with a recommendation.
4 stars with a recommendation from me as well. The Night Clerk.
The Night Clerk. Weird. Another weird movie.
Weird, yeah.
And it happens and doesn't end. You know, there's not a whole lot of story to it, so I didn't really care for it. I gave it a 2 without a recommendation.
Ooh, and I disagreed. I gave it a 3 with a recommendation. I really enjoyed it. So there you go. Mid-90s.
Mid-90s. This little kid reminds me of my brother so much.
Yes.
But I thought it was really fun. I thought the kids were fun, and I thought the subject matter was interesting. Not a whole lot of story there, but I do give it a 4 with a recommendation.
I would agree. 4 with a recommendation.
I think Jonah Hill directed that movie.
Yes, I believe he did, and it's great. Damsel is with Edward Pattinson himself. Yes. No, Robert Pattinson. Edward Cullen. Edward Cullen. Yes. That was a weird Western movie. Yeah, and he's trying to deliver a mini pony. Yeah, that's his true love. Yeah. It was interesting. I give it a 3 without a recommendation. I give it a 3 with a recommendation. It's just it's interesting, just a totally different. See him in totally different type of character. Come to Daddy with Frodo himself. Elijah Wood. He was great.
Yeah, he was great. The movie is really weird, and you really want to see what happens by the end.
Yeah.
The characters are a little too character-y for me. Like, they don't act like real people, but I'll forgive that a little bit, and I'll give it a 3 with a recommendation.
I would agree with that. 3 with a recommendation. Watch it. It's great. Buffalo.
Buffalo was an interesting movie.
It was interesting.
About some
con artists.
Some con artists in the making.
Yes.
Yeah. But overall, I do not recommend it. Just not good enough to recommend for me. Just barely. So I'll give it a 3 with no recommendation.
Okay. I would agree with that. I'd give it a 3 with no recommendation. Flower.
I think the same girl was in Flower and Buffalo, which I can't remember her name right now.
I know. Can't remember her name.
Zoe Deutsch.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
We'll go with that.
And Flower, I think, is a much better film all around. So I gave that one a 4 out of 5.
I agree. 4 with a recommendation for Flower. Lemon.
I have American Graffiti next.
What?
Yeah. Flower, American Graffiti.
And then Lemon? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
American Graffiti. The George Lucas classic. I had never seen it before. There's not a whole lot of story to it, but the whole ride is fun. Ron Howard's kind of a jerk in it.
He is. He is kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
In that movie.
I give it a 3 with a recommendation. Just watch it. You'll have a good time.
Yep. I would agree with that. 3 with a recommendation.
Next movie is Lemon, which is pretty awful.
Yeah.
Pretty awful. It has some funny scenes, but I definitely give it a 2 without a recommendation. It could have probably gone 1, maybe.
I gave it a 1 with no recommendation. Don't waste your time. Okay, Palm Springs.
The next movie I have is Palm Springs. I really enjoyed it with, Lonely Island. What's his name? Go.
I can't think.
Hot Rod.
His name escapes me.
You know? Hot Rod, isn't it? Lonely Island?
I can't think of the guy's name.
Say it.
I don't know his name.
Say his name, Bethany.
I can't think of his name. Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
Are we gonna? I'll.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, because we're dumb.
We're awful. Okay, but Palm Springs. Here we go. Palm Springs. What did you give it, Robert?
Palm Springs. I gave a 3 with a recommendation.
I would agree with that.
It's fun. It's like Groundhog's Day, kind of.
Yes.
It's fun.
Real fun. Yep.
I really liked it.
Yes, I would agree.
Andy Samberg is in it.
Andy Samberg. Yes. And it was great. It was a great movie.
Andy Samberg is more of an actor than I think people give him credit for.
You know what? I would agree with that.
Or maybe even he gives himself credit for. I don't know Andy Samberg.
The point is, it's a really fun movie. 3 with a recommendation from both of us. Fun Size.
Fun Size is it has some funny parts, but it's a little too little kid.
Yes.
Yeah, so it plays on a child's sensibility more than it does an adult sensibility. So I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 5 with no recommendation.
Out of 5 with no recommendation. Its only redeeming quality is the child who's the main character in the movie.
Yeah, the little kid is fun.
It just, yep.
Johnny Knoxville's pretty awful in it.
Oh, God. Awful. Action Point.
Action Point, another Johnny Knoxville vehicle.
Yes.
It's fun to see people get hurt, but it's not fun to watch a whole movie that's based around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't funny enough. 2 out of 5, no recommendation.
I agree. 2 out of 5, no recommendation.
And that's 50.
That's 50.
I didn't count them. It could not be 50.
That's our 50.
Oh, you're just throwing things out?
So that's our 50.
That's our 50. I mean, could we have made some mistakes while we were along the way? Sure. But that's pretty close.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about all these movies. All 50 of them. Just write it down in the comments. Every movie.
That's going to be such a long comment. Every single one.
By the end of next year, we'll have 50 more movies. We'll just blast through and let you know what we thought.
Again. We'll do the next 50. Yep.
We're still working on that list. So if you have any movie recommendations, I mean, theaters are closed. So if you got something streaming that we should watch, let us know.
Let us know.
And I think we should probably get out of here.
Yep. Take us out.
If you want to follow the show on Twitter, we're at What Else Show. We're also on Instagram at The What Else Show. Please like and subscribe and share on YouTube. And that's it. Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet.
How'd the show go? Well, we ran out of batteries. Fixing the microphones.